state our positions. We've been in numerous discussions with the House. I think, do we have an agreement or not?
Let's see the amendments that you proposed. Chairman, could you review what the amendment is for
Yes.
for everyone here?
So the discussions that we had were that, number one, we would agree on 25%. We would delete 50% and insert 25%. That there would be no backfill. That that there would be no sunset to this. The effective date would be immediate. And if you look at page 2, line 20, dwelling unit on the second year, beginning with the tax year 2026, and each tax year thereafter, single-family residential structure would be required. There was also an email last night that I received with regard to perhaps changing the, or deleting, or maybe you can address that, Representative, on that email, which I thought might have been something we should have talked about as well.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. One of the things that one of the items that the House was discussing is what happens if the ballot initiative does pass. And this amendment as written right now includes a no sunset. So if the ballot initiative does pass, we would need to repeal this in favor of the ballot initiative. But rather than change this at this time, we could also just do a repealer at that time. So it's not something complicated at this point, Mr. Chairman.
Okay. So essentially that's the discussions that we had. Yes, Representative.
Mr. Chairman, if I can just make sure I understand. So the way this would work is I see the 50% to 25%. And then in
Year 2.
in the second year, we go to that 8 months owner, is it owner occupied? Residential structure, owner occupied in the second year for the ongoing, and then there's no sunset. Is that
Correct.
the amendment accurately? Thank you, sir.
Yep.
Mr. Chairman.
Yes, Representative Heiner.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. So there's a lot of deletions here of deleting the House amendment. So in essence, we're reverting back to the Senate proposed, the engrossed version of the Senate 69 bill, but adding, as the good co-chair mentioned, going down to 25% with no backfill, but adding a section that protects military members and also makes it so long-term, it's still 25%, but only owner-occupied residential and not all residential. Is that correct?
Correct. So that's what we, yes, Senator Guru.
Could we take just a short break for a minute? We have just a 2-minute break.
Okay,
Thanks.
we'll take a break. Okay, we'll bring us back.
Mr. Chairman? Oh, you ready? You said?
Okay, we'll bring us back.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes.
at this time, I'd like to move the agreement that's in front of us here, Joint Conference Report, Senate File 69, reference Message House 319 as delineated on the sheet that we have in front of us.
Is there a second?
I will second it.
Second, discussion. Yes, Representative Heiner.
So, Mr. Chairman, thank you very much. Just for clarification, there were some questions while you were gone about what is on this amendment, and it has a $1 million cap that was the original position of the Senate. So that is still in there. So it has a lot of most of the things that the engrossed version of the Senate bill had. We've just changed the 50% down to 25%, and we removed the backfill that was in the House version, and then extended the sunset to take away the sunset. So that's just clarification for the people here in the audience. Mr. Chairman, from the House's perspective, we would like to go back to our members and present this in our caucus. So we would ask for a couple of days to reconvene.
Well, we have a motion on the table and a second.
Okay, so we will be against that motion.
Okay. Okay. Do we do a roll call or we just show of hands?
You could do, actually just a show of hands.
No, I'd like to do a roll call.
Actually, let's do a roll call.
Okay.
Roll call.
So, Mr. Chairman, are we doing a roll call on the,
Concurrence.
on the, I'm sorry, on Senator Peru's motion
Correct.
to adopt the
Correct.
Joint Conference Report? Okay. We'll go.
No.
This is a roll call vote on Senator Peru's motion to adopt the Joint Conference Committee report. Senator Peru.
Aye.
Senator McHugh.
Aye.
Representative Hines.
No.
Representative Neff.
No.
Chairman Locke.
No.
Chairman Salazar.
Aye.
That's 3 ayes and 3 noes, the motion does not pass.
Okay. I will end the JCC.